press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, we are discussing about the vector addition, subtraction, vector resolution and even vector product. As a vector with a scalar, we have discussed in the last video and also started the vector product. Vector into vector may convert into a scalar, which we taken as a dot product or a scalar product of two vectors, where the value comes to be if A dot B, if I take the vector A dot B, two vectors, A dot B as AB cos theta, where A and B are vectors, but this loses the direction and exactly it is a have only magnitude and called scalar. A physical quantity, one multiplied with another, one physical quantity multiplied with another, both are vectors. We get a third physical quantity which is a scalar. That is what in the example we have taken, force into displacement. Force is a physical quantity, displacement is a physical quantity, but we get work done. Work is another physical quantity where it does not require any direction, you know, it is a scalar quantity. Similarly, let us see some examples. In the last video we have taken, and today we take some problems before reaching to the cross product or vector product of two vectors. Continuation of the problems we started in the last class. Let us take another example. A force A equal to 3I plus 2J Newton displaces an object through a distance given S equal to 6I plus 3J. Find the work done by the force. See, when you read the question, you understand that you are given the force. So it may, I call it as a force. In solution, first you look into, you are given the force 3I plus 2J. Displacement vector under the action of the force is 6I plus 3J. Question is on work done. First you think about this, what the quantity they given and what they are asking. They given the force 3I plus 2J, displaces that body through a distance of 6I plus 3J. Then what is the work done? You already know work done is a dot product of F dot N, F and S. As it is a dot product of F and S, now F and S take this quantity 3I plus 2J dot 6I plus 3J. 6I plus 3J. Already you know, in case of dot product, only I dot I, J dot J, K dot K become 1. In all other dot product vanishes because they become mutually perpendicular. I dot J, J dot K, or I dot K, or J dot I. When you go for such product, the angle between them is 90 degree, hence they vanish because cos 90 is 0. So therefore, I only consider I components, that 3 6 j is 18, I into I is 1, plus 2 3 j is 6. 3 6 j 18, 2 3 j is 6, so totally become 24. units, they are not mentioned any SI or something, Newton, and this is in meter, no doubt. So I can write the answer in terms of joule. Work done. Work done as a dot product of force into displacement. This is one example we taken, extension to the concept of dot product. Let's come to another one. So next example, number 2. If the resultant of A and B, if the resultant of A and B is perpendicular to A, find the angle between A and B. Find the angle between A and B. So what they given actually, resultant. Resultant R is nothing but A plus B. Resultant of A and B means it is R equal to A plus B. Angle between A and B required. But resultant of A and B and A are perpendicular. Perpendicular meaning here angle between A plus B and A is 90 degree. So therefore I can take the dot product. Why taking dot product? It vanishes and help us to get the value of angle easily. That means I taken this A dot A plus B as a resultant dot A. So this equal to 0 because angle between them is 90 degree. So commutative, you know the dot product is commutative, therefore A dot A is A dot A into B is plus B dot A equal to 0. A dot A self dot product is A square because cos 0 is 1, A into A cos 0, A into A cos 0, A square, cos 0 is 1, B A cos theta is 0. Theta is the angle between A and B now. This theta is the angle between A and B. Theta is. Now therefore, BA cos theta can be written as A square minus, taken the other side. Our aim is to find angle. Therefore, if I take other side, it become minus A by B, 1A cancelled. Therefore, our final answer, angle between A and B. What we got? Angle between A and B equal to cos inverse of minus A by B. This is the answer. We got it. When they say resultant, first you have to think our resultant is nothing but A plus B. And this resultant with the A make perpendicular. A plus B and A are perpendicular. Therefore, I taken dot product because A plus B into A cos theta is 90, therefore it is 0. Then commutative property applied and A square BA cos theta 0 or cos theta equal to minus AB or angle between A and B is come to be equal to cos inverse of minus A by B. I hope you are followed. Let us go to the another question. Let's come to the another example. Third, if force F equal to 3I plus 5J plus K, then velocity vector is given as minus I plus 3J plus 6K. They given this force acting on a body by which it gained velocity that much. Ask about calculate the power exerted by the force. What is the power exerted on the system? So dot product we come to know if they are given in the vector form. In the solution, power P equal to F dot V, where F is the force acting on the body and V is the velocity with which it is moving under the action of the force. Then the power experienced by the body equal to F dot V. So let here power is a scalar, therefore I use the dot product. F is 3I plus 5J plus K dot minus I plus 3J plus 6K. And you know in dot product, I to I, J to J, K to K become 1, in other cases it become 0. Therefore, 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, I into I is 1, plus 5 into 3, J to J, 15, plus 1 into 6 is a 6. 21 minus 3 become 18. They are not given, we can write it as units. The power experienced system. So they given the force and velocity, ask you to calculate the power. F dot V gives you the power value. Remember in dot product, only I to I, J to J, K to K exist, in other dot values cancel. Simplify and get the answer. Let us see the another problem. So take another example. If you are given a vector, if given vector R is R cos Ti plus R sin Tj, find the angle between R and dr by dt. One vector is R, other vector is dr by dt. What is the angle we have to estimate between them? Question is that. Let us take first, however, we have to get the differentiation of R with respect to time. Let you are given the vector R as R cos Ti plus R sin Tj. Now differentiate this with respect to time. Now cos differentiation of cos or cos ti plus d by dt of or sin tj. You are knowing differentiation of cos is minus sin. T minus or sin ti. Differentiation of sin is cos only, or cos tj is equation 2 and given equation is 1. Once they ask the angle between them, go for the dot product. Because I told you two applications of the dot product in physics. Number one is it is used to find the angle. Number two is maxima and minima of a function. First derivative, put 0, get the first derivative value, put 0. Then maxima and minima to verify, second order derivative of that find out and confirm whether maxima or minima. Putting 0, we get one variable or both coordinates can be obtained. Or a function where it maxima and minima can be obtained is available. Now here dot product, let us apply r dot dr by dt. Why I selected? Because usually to measure the angle, we go for dot product. So that r cos ti plus r sin tj dot dr by dt minus r sin ti plus r cos tj. You know only I to I exist, therefore this become r cos ti or sin ti minus r square, r into r, cos t and sin t. I into I is 1, I dot I is 1, plus again r square sin t into cos t. Because j to j is 1, sin t cos t. R square sin t cos t, r square sin t cos t. Mutually cancelled and the answer is 0. If dot product of two vectors is 0, then angle between r and dr by dt become (90°), or I say they are perpendicular to each other. If the dot product vanish, the two vectors must be perpendicular because cos 90, which suggests angle between them is 90°, or r is perpendicular to dr by dt. So we got the answer. What is the angle between them is? They are perpendicular, or mutually the angle between them is 90°. So such we can go plenty of problems, and as you seeing in physics, in entrance questions or in the different chapters, the dot product and cross product has major role. Entire mathematical tool, you will see their applications, wonderful applications you will see in the physics. With this I coming to the cross product. Let have glance, we coming to that. So for so long we have come across with the dot product where one physical quantity, the vector multiplied with another vector which loses the direction and becomes scalar. Now we are coming to the product where one physical quantity which is a vector multiplied with another physical quantity as a vector. The third physical quantity which comes has both magnitude and direction. Then we call such a product as a cross product or vector product. Vector product or cross product of vectors. Vector product, when I multiply A with the B, that is A cross B, multiplying a vector with a vector, it becomes a vector again. It has both magnitude and as well as direction. Therefore, it is called as vector product and notation is cross, and hence it is also called as a cross product. So, this magnitude of A cross B, usually in algebra I told you, in vector algebra, modulus applied, it is only gives you the magnitude of that, A cross B. Product of magnitude of the two vectors into sine of the angle between the two vectors. That A cross B, it is a magnitude of vector product. Magnitude of A cross B gives you. Again the direction, it is one. Second, direction of A cross B, direction of A cross B is given by two rules. One is called as right hand screw rule. And another is called right hand thumb rule. So the both together, I can write A cross B equal to AB sin theta as a magnitude and direction given by n cap, which only preferably give the direction of the vector product or cross product. The direction can be understood by any of these, either of the two can be used to find out. And you know the examples by which we can understand better this. So you have studied the torque, rotational force, R cross F, or you can take the angular momentum, rotational motion, R cross P, or even the linear velocity connecting to angular velocity, omega into R. In all these cases, along with the magnitude, the direction is must. And the direction comes to be perpendicular to either of them. You can take perpendicular to R, perpendicular F, the torque acts. Perpendicular to R, perpendicular to PL, exactly. That means the direction N is perpendicular to both A and B. I show it representing. So let us consider a frame here perpendicular to the board. I am taking this as a perpendicular to the board. Now one vector A and other vector is B. Angle between them is theta. One vector A and other vector is B. Angle between them is theta, placed perpendicular to the board. Now, it is the plane in which the two vectors are existing. It is the vector A and vector B. Interestingly, the resultant or the cross product appear to be perpendicular to both in the pen direction. So that is the direction of the cross product is n cap, which I can write A cross B, perpendicular to the plane containing both A and B, the cross product exists. That direction we can understand by this. That is what I told. Here radius vector or force. One is radius vector, other may be the force. Torque is perpendicular to it. Or radius vector and other may be the linear momentum. L is perpendicular to R cross P. Similarly, the omega and R, then you will see that the velocity, linear velocity will be perpendicular to omega and R. Perpendicular to omega, perpendicular to R. That one direction I given you, that A and B. How this arised, I take first, then coming to the direction property, details about this. However, I shown how the scalar product AB cos theta we defined in two ways. Dot product of two vectors AB is numerically equal to the product of the magnitude of the two vectors and cosine of the angle between them we express. Similarly, another definition also given there. Dot product of two vectors is numerically equal to product of magnitude of one of the vector and cosine of the angle made by the other vector with the first, or component of the other vector with this direction. Component of other vector with the direction of the first one. Similarly here, if you see that how this AB sin theta arises here. There, for your convenience, I take once again, I repeat the dot product. It is the vector A and this is the vector B taken. How we written A dot B? A dot B is equal to, we written BA cos theta. Magnitude of the vector B that we taken here. If angle is theta, what I do is dropping the perpendicular, I find the value of A in the direction as A cos theta. That is what I told, projection of A along B. Projection of A along B, effect of A along B, product of B and effect of A along B, product of B and effect of A along B is a dot product. We are seeing both are in the one direction. Effect of A and B we are taking in one direction and measuring as a dot product where it loses direction. I hope you are understood, both are acting in the same direction. No question of considering the direction between them arises. But when come to the dot product, what happens is, let us think one example. I take the torque. So this is the, just I consider a body is rotating about, this is the axis of rotation. Axis of rotation, and the particle is going round. Now this is the point O. Now the force is acting tangentially outward, the force tangent to the circle, and distance of the point to that distance is R. If I taken it R, the angle, if I shifted this, so if I like shifted F and can write here this F, the angle found to be between them is theta. Because tile to tile I joined. This tile I brought here. This is the vector R. This is vector R. Distance of the force application point to the axis of rotation. Now what the dot product, cross product says here is, cross product of two vectors R cross F. I am writing it as R, I can write it as RF sin theta into N. So here this is R. Now this theta, if I extend here the vector r, the same theta I can write here also. And if this is I taken back, this also theta, opposite angles. Now drop the perpendicular here. Extended line of action of the force. Line of action of the force. I connected perpendicular distance between them is r sin theta. R sin theta we taken here, which is seems to be a long line, but very carefully see my fingers. This is the vector f acting and this is the vector r. Now here the axis of rotation, I am dropping a normal to the extension here for force. This is the force I am applying, and this direction, perpendicular distance of the point of rotation to the line of action of the force. I think you are followed. It is the perpendicular distance of the line of action of the force from the axis of rotation. This gives you the n direction, but magnitude is f, one of the force, one of the vector as a force, into perpendicular distance between line of action of the first vector with the axis of rotation, r sin theta. R sin theta into f, rf sin theta we got here. It is r sin theta. So you can take similarly for this also, r cross p. Only changes is where is f, you can write p. I think you are followed. This is one of the four vector and this vector is r. I extended this theta, opposite angle is theta. I taken one vector as f or it may be the p, can, and this theta is opposite. Now extend the line of action of the vector and join this. This is the perpendicular distance, perpendicular plane you can think, perpendicular distance. If it is here, this is one force and another force. When I extend, this distance become perpendicular. This distance is perpendicular. That perpendicular distance between line of action of the force and the axis of rotation is taken as the cross product of two vectors. There it is along the other vector. We taken the component along the other vector. B into magnitude of one of the vector into the component of the other vector along B. But here one of the vector into perpendicular distance between the line of action of the vector to the axis of rotation. I hope you have followed the concept. But if that found to be difficult, you remember this. Definition is asking how to define A cross B, magnitude of vector product or cross product of two vectors is numerically equal to product of magnitude of the two vectors into sine of the angle between the two vectors. Sine of the angle between the two vectors. That definition is enough. Only to make you to know why the sine function comes, I defined here. That also holds good. Can define, it is numerically equal to magnitude of the vector product, one of the vector into perpendicular distance between the axis of rotation to the line of action of that vector. Gives you the cross product of vectors or vector product. AB sin theta, AB cos theta comes, it is dot product. AB sin theta comes, it is cross product. Here I told you, instead of f, just I am writing this p, and that holds good for this equation. That is rp sin theta into n holds good. So now you come to know the magnitude, how the magnitude of cross product is. We have to come to the direction concerned. There are two rules we are using, how this can be. See here now. So right hand screw, to see the direction of the vector product, let us imagine a right hand screw. We are knowing the screw we are fitting for the cardboards to fix one board with respect to the other. And if the one vector is B and other vector is A, making an angle theta. So now we can think of a board when you turn this in A to B, the direction of advance of this, direction of advance of the tip of the screw when you are rotating like this gives you the direction of the vector product. Suppose this is the screw tip. Screw tip you can experience in the home when you put your fingers, it is a screw tip. This you think rotational direction. If you return like this, it is anti-clockwise. If you are rotating like this, it is clockwise. You can feel by keeping the tip. It is punching in. Punching in when you rotate anti-clockwise, it shoots up. When you rotate clockwise, it comes down. That means when I turn anti-clockwise, that means A to B. Going A to B is nothing but moving anti-clockwise. When I turn this anti-clockwise, the screw is advancing upward. So if you take the product A cross B is upward, direction is. I think you are followed. If it is clockwise, what happens? Now you see that anti-clockwise, I told it is punching in and moving upward. If it is clockwise, is coming down. That means B cross A, direction is downward. So clearly, so it is anti-clockwise moves up, clockwise it comes down. The direction is downward. That I can write this as B cross A. I can write minus A cross B also because opposite to A cross B. Angle between them is 180 degree becomes. Both are not in the same direction. Therefore, it is more significant. Only we say the magnitude is AB sin theta, but direction is given by this right hand screw rule. That statement also asked you in the exam, in the board examinations or for tests. State and explain the right hand screw rule. When you turn the screw in such a fashion that in the direction from first vector to second vector. When you turn it from first vector to second vector, the direction of tip of the screw moves in what is the direction of A cross B. Advance of the tip of the screw, direction of advance of the tip of the screw gives you the direction of A cross B. I think you are followed. And if it is reverse, if A is first, B is first, A is later, B cross A, then how you have to turn it? B cross A means clockwise. When you turn clockwise, anti-clockwise moves up, clockwise moves down. Therefore, I showed here, it is downward, that is upward. Let us, I am taking another, that's the statement. We have to turn the screw in such a fashion that first vector to second vector you have to move. You have to turn from first vector to second vector. Tip of the screw in what direction moves is the direction of A cross B. No doubt you are turning in the horizontal plane. You are turning in the anti-clockwise direction in the horizontal plane. But tip is moving in the vertical plane upward or downward. That is what I showed here you. See, this is the plane in which my thumb is moving perpendicular to the forefinger. A to B means I am turning like this. Tip is moving vertical, but the thumb is moving in the horizontal plane anti-clockwise. If I turning clockwise, it is coming down, but it is still vertical plane. But thumb is moving in the horizontal plane. That is why we say A and B are in one plane, whereas vector product is in the plane perpendicular to both A and B. Whatever may be the angle between A and B, but always it is perpendicular to A or perpendicular to B, irrespective of the angle between A and B. I hope you have understood that. Now coming to the right hand thumb rule. To make you to feel it correctly, take the plane of the board. Take the plane of the board. Let the vector is A. You have to go to the vector B. Product you have to get. It is the plane of the board. Two vectors are like the A to B. Now right hand, it is thumb. All other fingers you have to stretch and keep on the vector A. In the line of A, you have to keep the all fingers. Thumb is as it is. You have to take A cross B. If you have to measure A cross B means, you have to move your all other fingers other than thumb from A to B. A to B. When you turn A to B, you are seeing thumb is towards us. Towards you means it is out of board. If I taken like this, A to B here, A to B upward. Here it is out of board. What we sign convention use for out of board is the dot one. So if it is out of board, we show with the dot. Perpendicular to the board and out of board, or perpendicular to the paper and out of paper, upward. So this is, or towards you here it is. I think you are followed. Let us think this is A cross B. I can show that N vector, which is A cross B now. So similarly the same plane, board plane, vector A and vector B same, theta is angle, but I want a B cross A. I am interested in B cross A, not A cross B. Now I have to keep first vector you have to follow. Which vector is first now? B. In here, which vector is first? A. I turned from A to B. Thereby I got my thumb is outward and vector is also coming outward. A cross B is acting outward. Here if I take for this, R it is F, R cross F, torque is perpendicular out of the board. Now I have to place here means I have to keep like this. This you have to move from B to A. B to A means your thumb is into the board. B to A. So thumb is moving into the board. Into the board we are marking with a plus, cross mark. So now this is the direction N for which we write B cross A, and it is representing like this. It is into the paper or into the board. It is out of paper or out of board. Usual notations in physics we use, because third direction, the vectors, both vectors are in the plane of the board. Here also they are plane of the board. But when you take from right hand thumb rule, I think you are followed. When you take from A to B, vector is out of board. When you take it from B to A, thumb is that side, into the board. Here also you can see A to B. So A to B, out of that means it is upward. When you go from B to A, then it is downward. I think you are followed. Either of the rule can be explained. Even they can ask for 1 or 2 marks. State and explain right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule. Both are giving the same direction, and with this examples I quoted here, it may be the torque rotational force, radius vector into force applied. Angular momentum is radius vector into the linear momentum, or velocity linear equal to angular velocity into radius vector. These examples we have taken, and those again will come in the rotational motion in the physics as we enter into the physics in different chapters. Now coming to the characteristic properties of this cross product. Now I hope you are followed. Vector product has both magnitude and direction, representing with cross, hence it called as a cross product. Magnitude is given by AB sin theta. Definition is magnitude of cross product of two vectors is equal to magnitude of the product of the two vectors into sine of the angle between them. How it arises, I shown with an example in the previous case. And direction is given by right hand screw rule, explained you. And either thumb rule, that is also explained. What the examples for that? I given here. So with this, let us go to the characteristic of the dot product. Something we have learned here. Dot product is purely a scalar, but now the cross product is a vector. It has both magnitude and direction, because of which now you come to know cross product is not commutative. Cross product is not commutative. Why? Because you come to know A cross B equal to B cross A, then we can call it as a commutative. But direction changes. Therefore, I say A cross B is not equal to B cross A. Magnitude may be same, AB sin theta, but one is upward x, you have seen, other is down. Directionally different, then we say quantity is different, vector quantity either direction changes or magnitude changes or both changes, then we say it is a different one. So then coming to the third, distributive property, it obeys distributive property. When order of vectors is strictly maintained, that order should not be changed. That means if I take the vector A cross B plus C, you cannot change it. C plus B cannot do, or A cannot take other side. So A cross B plus A cross C holds good. You cannot write C cross A, or you cannot write B cross A. That is what the meaning is. When order of vectors is strictly maintained, then A cross B plus C is A cross B plus A cross C can be had. Another, its unit vector, a unit vector perpendicular to A and B if you want. If we have the vector A and vector B, both are in one plane, unit vector perpendicular to both A and B. That if you imagine like it is A and B in the horizontal plane. Now you want the vector n, which is unit vector perpendicular to A or perpendicular to B. That can be obtained as n equal to, you come to know, A cross B is acting perpendicular to both, divided by magnitude. If you did, suppose a question asked like that, you are given the two vectors and asking to find the unit vector acting perpendicular to A or B or both A and B, then you have to do this. You have to find the A cross B and also A magnitude of that. So you will get the answer as unit vector perpendicular to A and B. So then coming to the other cases, I remove this, just I conclude here. See, this is a vector, cross product is always a vector. Cross product is not commutative, means A cross B is not equal to B cross A, and it obeys distributive property only when order of vectors is strictly maintained. Then A cross B plus C is A cross B plus A cross C, and again a unit vector perpendicular to A and B required you can. But before concluding, I say when its vector is maximum. So you come to know A cross B magnitude, only I prefer here magnitude, directions are already come to know. A cross B is AB sin theta. This A cross B will take maximum value equal to AB if theta is 90 degree. Theta is 90 degree. That means both are A and B, angle between A and B is 90 degree, then this AB become maximum, A cross B become maximum. Sin 90 is 1. Again A cross B go to 0, vanishes when theta is either 0 degree or 180 degree. 0 or 180. Because you know sin 0 is 0, sin 180 is 0. That means here the two vectors are A and B must be perpendicular so that the dot cross product is maximum. But when you come here, the two vectors may be parallel to each other, A and B, or they acting anti-parallel to each other, then the cross product vanishes. If the two vectors are parallel or anti-parallel acting, then the cross product not exist. It become 0. So the two special cases when cross product becomes 0. And remember one contradictory here. At theta 90 dot product vanishes, here cross product become maximum. At theta 0, dot product become maximum, cross product becomes 0. Theta 0 cos 0 is 1. Dot product takes maximum value, but cross product become 0. And further here, I am saying the angle between the vectors when asked, sometimes in the entrance point of view is most important. A cross B, direction of A cross B, you see with respect to A, take the angle is 90 degree. Suppose I take A, vector A and another vector B. I show that one. Vector A and vector B, both are in this plane A and B. Now this is the resultant, A cross B. Coming to that. Now you see vector A, this plane, this vector A is perpendicular to A cross B. So 90 degree. A cross B with A is 90 degree. A cross B with B is also 90 degree. Angle between A cross B and B, 90 degree. Again A cross B, A plus B, you take A plus B. If A plus B you did, Another vector may come here, it is in the plane of the table. Plane of the table, but vector is perpendicular. So this is also 90 degree. And even for subtraction, a minus b is also 90 degree. Even you take a and a minus b. And remember, whatever may be the angle between a and b, whatever may be the angle between a and b, a cross b is perpendicular to a and b. That for a and b, whatever may be the angle, it is 90 degree. A cross b is perpendicular. Whatever may be the angle exists other than 0, because vanishes, no question arise. Other than 0 or 180, for any angle between a and b, a cross b is perpendicular to that. And further I can write here another one, angle between a cross b and b cross a. A cross b is upward, b cross a is down. What is the angle between the two is 180 degree. So they are simple, but when asked in the entrance, it will comes under confusion. And please remember this, any vector of a cross b is perpendicular to the a cross b is perpendicular to a, perpendicular to b, perpendicular to resultant of a and b, may be summation or may be subtraction, a plus b or a minus b, holds good. And further, a cross b and b cross a are opposite in direction. So with this, I concluding this part. Just we started discussion continuation of the dot product and started the cross product. I told what exactly the cross product mean. It has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude is given by product of magnitude of the two vectors and sine of the angle between them, AB sine theta. Direction is given by either right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule. And showing the direction, if the plane is out of the board comes, you dot it. Direction is perpendicular if the two vectors are in the plane. And if it is into the board, cross mark. So go into the board, perpendicular to the board and into the board. So right hand thumb rule or right hand screw rule, whichever seems to be easier for you, you have to follow it, because in physics, in various chapters, we apply this vector concept of cross product to find the directions of magnetic field, electric field and all those. So again come to, as a vector, it is not commutative, but distributive can holds good, along with any unit vector you want, perpendicular to both a and b, a cross b by a plus b, a cross b by magnitude of a cross b. And again I told you, when it is maximum means angle between a and b is 90 degree. When 0, angle either 0, parallel or anti-parallel to vectors are, then cross product vanishes. If they are perpendicular, cross product is maximum. Angle between either vector a plus b, a minus b, whatever may be the angle between a and b, what it is. A cross b with this always 90. But a cross b and b cross a is mutually opposite 180 degree. Hi, with this we can continue this concept discussion in the next video. Thank you.